Time now for the French newspapers. Nick Rushworth is with us here today. What's the buzz in the news in the French papers this morning then, Nick?
Libération is going at the throat of Mr. Nicolas Sarkozy, not for the first time, of
what
course.
A surprise, yeah.
And in the true tradition of this left-wing daily, there we have Sarkozy savait, and that translates as Sarkozy knew, and that's a reference to a scandal we know in France as Karachi Gate. The president has long denied any link to that scandal, but the paper says it has indications otherwise. Now, the scandal centres on illegal commissions that were illegally kicked back from weapons sales to Pakistan to fund Edouard Balladour's presidential campaign in the mid-90s, Stuart. Now, the paper says it has access to official minutes that contradicts statements made by Nicolas Sarkozy on this. The editorial in the paper is saying that Karachi Gate points to the shady side of party financing. The piece there, denial, déni, the editorial writer François Sargent says, this political corruption scandal in France is only just beginning.
And Libération, they're not the only French paper targeting the president this morning, are they?
Well, he's getting the hammer blows as well from the Communist Daily. Not again a surprise, but there you go. L'Humanité, and it's leading here. I can show you the front page. 2012. Année décisive, and of course editors are free to choose the picture they want to go with it, and the picture there you can see Nicolas Sarkozy scratching his head, and the paper's saying, well, he's just pretending to feel sorry for the French, and the pain he's put them through. And it says in its editorial in that paper, what we need now in France is a peaceful and progressive uprising. Stuart, are you ready for that?
I'm very ready for it. It's going to be the elections this year, of course, here in France. It's going to be a big story, so stay with us on France 24 for that. Nicolas Sarkozy is all over everything, actually. He's all over the business papers as well, isn't he?
His photo is on the front page of Les Echos, and the paper there is saying it's double or quits for him. He will be pushing a series of measures on jobs and taxes this month. And otherwise, on that front page, we can see that the main story for the paper is business sentiment. French companies are preparing for hard times. The construction sector is in bad shape. And that front page article talks about one analyst, and then perhaps a reference to L'Humanité, the Communist Daily. Are there going to be strikes? Is there going to be a wave of protests that we're used to in France? And the analyst says, yes, that could happen. It'll be for September because the political season has to see out its course. We've got the presidential elections in April and May, then legislative elections in June. So La Tribune, I'm going to go to another business paper. It's asking on its front page, l'euro passera-t-il 2012? Will the euro get through to the end of 2012? And the image there, an egg timer, euros dripping down one by one instead of grains of sand. Now, there is an interview inside the paper with a member of the European Central Bank's board, José Manuel González Páramo. And he is asked if 10 years on from the euro's creation, whether the currency is now under threat, under a death threat indeed. And he says, absolutely not. He argues that the euro is solid economic reality. It is the safest medium and long-term investment, Stuart, if you want to put your money somewhere. And he says it is not responsible for the eurozone's problems, and a return to old currencies, the franc, lira, and so on, would be just absurd.
Good to know. That's his view anyway. Let's stay in the upbeat mood. Le Parisien, or Aujourd'hui en France, they're leading on French people with a smile on their face.
Well,
nice.
we're used to miserableitis every day, aren't we? So, you've got the front page of Le Parisien trying to start off on a good note there. You can see Aujourd'hui en France, Le Parisien saying, dites non à la crise, say no to the crisis. It talks to French people who are innovating in their daily lives and has 12 recommendations in its inside pages for getting some momentum going in 2012. It says the best things in life, Stuart, are often the cheapest ones, going to the movies or buying a cake at a cake shop. We know that one well in Paris, of course.
Do.
And in a twist in the miserableitis, it ends its recommendations about how to get it all going in 2012, saying, well, the best encouragement for loving life is the Nostradamus Maya prediction itself, that the world will end on the 21st of December 2012. What better encouragement could there be for having a great time, Stuart?
Fantastic. They've even got a picture of you there, Nick. Fantastic. So it looks just like you. All right. End of miserableitis. That's how you say it. Thanks very much. Nick Rushworth here with the press review this week here on France 24.